In today's lesson, we are going to explore the brain, which is composed of billions of interconnected nerve cells and serves as the control center for all human thought, memory, emotions, and behavior. This extraordinary organ is responsible for every conscious and unconscious action we take, whether it is as complex as choosing which clothes to wear or as automatic as breathing or running. The brain itself consists of several distinct regions, each with its own vital functions, and we will look at the roles played by each part. Additionally, we will examine how scientists study the brain to better understand its function and why it remains so difficult to treat when problems arise. Together with the spinal cord, the brain forms the central nervous system, which controls almost everything in our bodies, although the brain handles nearly all decision-making processes except for simple reflexes. A cross-sectional image of the brain shows us its internal structure. The large, wrinkled area on the top is the cerebral cortex, also known as the cerebrum. This region is involved in high-level brain functions such as consciousness, intelligence, memory, language, and sensory perception, including vision and hearing. Interestingly, the cerebral cortex is divided into two halves, known as hemispheres. The left hemisphere controls the right side of the body, while the right hemisphere controls the left side, a curious feature of human biology. Located near the back of the brain is the cerebellum, which helps control our balance, muscle coordination, and posture, making it essential for everyday movement like walking or sitting upright. In the center lies the hypothalamus, which plays a crucial role in regulating body temperature and sending important hormonal signals to the pituitary gland, the body's master endocrine gland. At the base of the brain is the brainstem, which connects the brain to the spinal cord. Embedded within the brainstem is the medulla, which oversees our vital, unconscious processes such as heart rate and breathing patterns. Understanding how scientists learn about brain function is another fascinating topic. One method is to study patients with brain damage. For instance, if a person suffers a stroke that damages a specific area and as a result loses their ability to hear, scientists can infer that the affected region was associated with auditory processing. Another method involves electrically stimulating different parts of the brain using tiny electrodes and observing the results. For example, stimulating one region might cause a person's arm or leg to move, suggesting motor function, while stimulation of another area might temporarily affect vision, indicating a visual processing center. The most commonly used technique today is brain scanning, which is non-invasive and highly informative. Several types of scans exist, including computed tomography scans, which use X-rays to image the structure of the brain, positron emission tomography scans, which use radioactive substances to track brain activity, and magnetic resonance imaging scans, which use powerful magnetic fields to provide detailed images of brain anatomy and function. While computed tomography scans are ideal for identifying damage, positron emission tomography and magnetic resonance imaging scans are more effective for measuring brain activity. For instance, if someone looks at sad pictures during a magnetic resonance imaging scan, the parts of the brain related to emotional processing and vision become brighter, indicating increased activity. On the other hand, listening to music might activate completely different regions. The last important point to understand is why treating brain conditions is so challenging. First, there is a vast array of potential issues that can affect the brain, including tumors, infections, physical injuries, and psychological disorders such as depression. Second, the brain is encased in the protective skull, and its delicate tissue makes surgical intervention incredibly risky and complex. Third, the brain's inner workings are still not fully understood, making it difficult to create effective medications or chemical treatments since the underlying mechanisms of many disorders remain unclear. Despite the enormous progress made in neuroscience, the brain remains one of the most mysterious and complex organs in the human body. That brings us to the end of this overview, and we hope you found it helpful. If so, feel free to share it with others and continue learning about the remarkable human brain.